Hey, what's going on, guys? Right before this conference championship prediction. So the Ravens have gotten a coordinator. Well, not a coordinator. They've got their guy for the foreseeable future, Jesse Minter. So I don't know much about him because I don't watch the Chargers like that. But from what I've read, real quick, um, they loved him. They loved him in LA. Um, they didn't want to see him go. He's a top defensive coordinator, and now he's the Ravens head coach. My only issues is that he's off the Harbaugh tree, and the fact that he's a defensive guy. I would have loved for Lamar to get an offensive guy because that's the defense is an issue, but I feel like when you got a superstar like this, you need an offensive guy because it feels like we're going to be playing super Lamar save us place hero ball all season again. And I guess it doesn't matter when your team gives up 10, 15 points. So I don't know. I just would have much rather had an offensive guru type guy. So it's real getting this OC, the offensive coordinator, getting that together is going to be the most important thing that the Ravens do this offseason is finding the offensive coordinator because this offensive coordinator could be the difference between winning the Super Bowl and not even making the playoffs. So I do believe that this offense is talented enough to where we'll be okay, but the EDC is going to have to knock it out the park with the free agency signings in the draft this year because I'm not confident. I'm less confident in this team than I was after they fired Harbaugh. I was super confident at that point. Now I'm not as much. We'll have to see what happens in the offseason. So Jesse Mentor is the Ravens' new head coach. So enjoy the rest of the video.
Let's get into the championship game. So the championship games, and be real quick. So Seattle, and the Rams. So my brother said that if you can hold Seattle and if the Rams get off to a fast start, you got a chance to win this game. And I agree with that. Seattle is kind of like Houston in the sense where you made CJ have a terrible game and they end up losing. I think if you force Sam Darnold to beat you exclusively, that's not going to end well for Seattle, and Seattle could possibly get upset. But you have played this team twice. They do know where the quote unquote bodies are buried, so to speak. So I do think this is going to be a particularly high scoring game, though. Um, Sam Darnold also was hurt a little bit. He didn't need to stress out too much because they was blowing the 49ers out. So, but this game he's gonna have to try. We don't know how the oblique is gonna respond to a week of practice and stretching everything. So we'll see. But I do think it's gonna be a close game. I do think Seattle does get away with it, but I do think Seattle wins by a touchdown. I'm gonna go 30-37 Seattle. And so the next game is kind of the air was let out of it with Bo Nix getting hurt, but I think it's gonna be close up until the fourth quarter. The Patriots really haven't beat anybody, right? So the Patriots haven't beat anybody for the most part. Um, and even with the Houston game, I think Houston gets a chance to win that game. If Michael Penix wasn't point shaving, like that's the joke. He wasn't actually point shaving. He was just playing terrible for my weirdos. So yeah, if he wasn't laying an absolute egg, I think they had a chance to win that game. So, but I go more into detail about the review I did on Monday. I'll leave that link at the end. But long and short of it, I do think the Patriots win. I think the Patriots win this game by like 10. I think my final score is going to be like 27-15. I don't think it ever gets under 10-point lead, and we're going to get Seattle and the Patriots in the Super Bowl. Yeah, it's really that's really it. So that we're going to get Seattle and Patriots in the Super Bowl again. I'm not going to make a Super Bowl pick. We got to see how the landscape looks. But that's what I'm going with. Let me know what your Super Bowl pick is and how do you feel about your coach's hiring. If you're an Atlanta Falcons fan, let me know how you guys feel. A lot of the celebrities from Atlanta came out, not big fans of it. Let me know how you feel about it. And I'll talk to you guys probably Sunday night. Peace.